What you need to know about the human mind. Choices. Today I want to talk to those who sometimes have trouble making decisions and want to know more about it. Have you ever gone to the store and been so overwhelmed that you ended up going home and buying nothing? Well, you might have choice overload, which occurs when someone is presented with too many options and ends up feeling drained by the difficulty of choosing. Look at this guy shopping for jams, for example. Spotsova and Eisen did various studies on choice overload effect and hypothesized a solution for this problem. In these studies, individuals had to choose between a small number of jams or a large assortment of jams. This is an abstract graph from the study. They would expose some participants to positive stimuli such as a reward or show them funny pictures, and this would create a positive effect. Those with positive effect ended up being more satisfied with more choices. This was because their positive attitude gave them a greater appreciation for variety and quality of products. Furthermore, they were more likely to find a product of their preference, and that made them happier. Thus, positive effect overrides choice overload. So what is positive effect? And so what should you do when you go to the store? Or make any choice for that sort of matter? Try listening to good music or funny cat videos, or bribe yourself with a piece of chocolate. Have you ever wondered how you make decisions? Sometimes decisions are black or white, and other times they're just confusing. This kind of shows the complexity of decisions. So what goes behind our thought processes? Well, there's system 1, which is quick, unconscious thought. Take, for example, driving a car. You don't really think about it and sometimes have to make split-second decisions. And there's system 2, which is slower conscious thought. So take reading the Bible, for example. It's tough to do devotional sometimes. And system 3 is a mixture of alternating between unconscious thought and conscious thought. Some decisions take months, even years to decide, like a complicated physics theorem or something. I want to further talk about longer thought processes and choices. Some things take a lifetime to develop, such as your beliefs, values, and identity. So how do you decide your identity, and how does that all develop? In Waterman's work, Good Choices, Poor Choices, he looks at identity and talks about Marsh's status identity paradigm, which states that exploration, which is considering alternate identity possibilities, and commitment, which is forming a strong investment towards specific goals, values, and beliefs as a way to provide direction towards one's future, with the idea of eudaimonia. Waterman took the term from Aristotelian idea of happiness. Eudaimonia is the subjective state experienced when one engages in activities that promote the development of personal potentials and intrinsic self-concordant goals. So in summary, eudaimonia is a state which an individual proceeds after intrinsic goals, and thus that helps shape their personal development. No matter if choices are big or small, they are wrapped within our identity. Therefore, it's important to find reason, value, and purpose behind the actions we make, no matter how small they are. When you feel overwhelmed about a choice, be sure to use positive effect. Whether it's figuring out what jam to buy or choosing your major, for example, be sure to stay positive. This can help you evaluate and better appreciate the choices you have. And when faced with a vast array, perhaps you'll be able to find a jam or a major that fits closest to your preference. We are blessed with the ability to choose, so don't feel overwhelmed no matter how difficult the choice may seem. Well, I wish you guys all the best with your decision making, and I hope you have a marvelous day.